Tonight, the first brief glimpses of Laura Ling and Euna Lee at the Pyongyang airport, heading for the plane that is now carrying them home. The young women looked to be in good health as they climbed the stairs to the aircraft where former President Bill Clinton waited. He greeted the journalists rather formally, but earlier today when they first met, it was described as an emotional moment. A statement from the Clinton Foundation issued this evening says, President Clinton has safely left North Korea with Laura Ling and Euna Lee. They are en route to Los Angeles, where Laura and Euna will be reunited with their families. In Los Angeles tonight, Laura Ling's father said the family is thrilled at the news.
Well, one of the few times that, something that positive happened to me, besides having the two girls.
The best day of your life, did you say?
Yes, one of the best days of my life.
It has been nearly 5 months since the two journalists were first detained by North Korea. They were sentenced to 12 years hard labor on charges of crossing into North Korea illegally while working on a story. Bill Clinton spent less than 24 hours on the ground to secure the release of the women. But after weeks of behind-the-scenes negotiations, Clinton had assurances even before he arrived that he would be bringing Lee and Ling home. It was former Vice President Al Gore who approached Clinton to act as emissary. Gore is co-founder of Current TV, the media outlet where the journalists work. The North Koreans had rejected Gore and several others as emissaries. Tonight, in a statement, Gore said, "All of us at Current are overjoyed at Laura and Euna's safe return. Our hearts go out to them and to their families for persevering through this horrible experience. For now, all our thoughts are with Laura and Euna and their families who have shown remarkable courage and initiative for the 140 days of this ordeal." During those 140 days, the North Koreans showed nothing but obstinance. But in the end, it seems to have paid off for them. Bill Richardson, who negotiated in the 90s for the release of a hostage, says the pictures alone, the smiling Kim Jong Il next to a former president, is a dream come true for the North Korean leader.
It gives Kim Jong Il a great deal of domestic prestige to have a former president there. So for the North Koreans, this is a big coup.
And that's not the only thing they got. Just a few weeks ago, Clinton's wife, the Secretary of State, in an interview with me in India, apologized to the North Koreans.
The young women themselves have apparently admitted that they probably did trespass, so they are deeply regretful, and we are very sorry this happened.
Hillary Clinton was heavily involved in securing the release of Ling and Lee. President Obama kept close track as well. He has long said he wanted to engage with the North Koreans, but instead North Korea conducted a nuclear test, fired a long-range missile, and a flurry of short and medium-range rockets. And that's why some are worried about the message the North Koreans might get from Bill Clinton's visit.
There's no penalty for the things that they've done. We could get into a situation here of a moral hazard, where by rewarding bad behavior, we're only going to get more of it.
That could well be true, but tonight, with two young women now just hours away from what will surely be an emotional reunion, the families of Laura Ling and Euna Lee say they are just counting the seconds to hold them in their arms. I'm Martha Raddatz for Nightline in Washington.